I want to explain to you in 20 minutes or less how to really make a website this year, how to get things done real fast. Okay, so here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. The thing is, whether you're flaunting your portfolio, selling your latest creations, or sharing valuable insights, your website is actually your online HQ. Your website is your online portal. Let's just say your online portal for visibility. So basically, you're able to make it easy for anyone to connect with you. You're able to captivate your audience too. Okay, and don't really waste a lot of time in terms of trying to write code or trying to really do some programming on your website, unless you really love doing it. You love playing around with HTML or CSS or that kind of stuff. Okay, otherwise, basically creating a website from scratch may seem actually time consuming, may seem challenging. Okay, but basically, if you have the right tools and guidance, you can really do it regardless of your technical background. I don't care if you don't have a PhD in coding. If you have no idea about computer science, you can still make a website. So in today's conversation, I want to explain to you how to get things done real fast and in a very streamlined manner. In other words, when your website gets starts getting a lot of traffic, you can actually get into a scalable mode real fast without really making things more complicated than they are. Okay. Now, when it comes to making a website, you can actually pay. You can have a website for. You can create a website for free. But if you want to add features, if you want to add some sort of, let's say, plugins, or you want to really make things a little fancier, then think about paying anywhere from $2 all the way to $100 a month to a website builder. Okay, but I just want to assure you that anyone can create a website with the right tools and guidance. Okay, don't really make things complicated for yourself. I mean, you have platforms like GoDaddy, you have websites. I mean, you have platforms like Wix, Shopify, Hostinger that actually make it very easy for beginners to actually, to actually create a website. As a matter of fact, even Canva actually has a tool that allows you to create a website this year. So what you want to do here is that if you are trying to make a website, you want to first, I want to give you a methodology that works all the time. The first thing you want to do is to define your website's purpose. And when I speak about your website purpose, I'm speaking about you identifying the goal of your website. So what's the primary goal of your website? Okay, so I want you to consider a few questions when it comes to identifying the goal of your websites. Ask yourself one thing. What is the main objective of your website? Are you trying to sell products? Are you trying to share personal insights? Are you showcasing your portfolio? Are you offering services? Or are you serving another unique purpose? Maybe you have a philanthropic cause to actually go after. So this will help you shape the overall structure and content strategy. Okay. So if you want to sell, for instance, if you this is just an example. If you want to sell products, your website should have e-commerce features, product pages, and a user-friendly shopping experience. Okay. On the other hand, if the goal is to provide, let's say, information, the focus should be on delivering valuable and engaging content that attracts and retain website visitors. So consider looking for built-in tools like a media library and a blog for easy content management. Also, you want to ask yourself, who is your target audience? Here we are speaking about psychographics. So create audience personas, demographic information, interests and hobbies, pain points, and so on and so forth. You want to conduct surveys or interviews, and you also want to analyze competitor audiences. Okay, that's important for you to research competitors so you can see their strengths, their weaknesses, their content strategy, but also the user engagement. Don't forget, when it comes to defining your website purpose, you also need to define your unique value proposition. Think about also setting up measurable goals in terms of traffic goals, engagement goals, conversion goals, and this will help you big time over the long run. So that's the first step. The second step is you need to pick and register your domain name. So if you want to make a website, after defining your website's purpose, you want to pick and register your domain name. So when it comes to choosing a domain name, you want to keep it short and simple, make it memorable, use keywords, avoid numbers and hyphens, and consider brand alignment. You also want to check availability and choose a domain extension. So you want to really, for instance, you want to register your domain name, search and register, manage the whole process through a domain name checker. So if you are trying to make a website this year, I want you to choose your website building platform. A little earlier, I was telling you you don't need to have a PhD in coding or programming to really have a website, right? Everything goes through a website building platform, also called website builder. So selecting the right website builder speeds up the website creation process, especially if you are a beginner. So the platform you choose will determine how easily you can build, customize, and manage your websites. So when it comes to actually choosing a website builder, I want you to think about ease of use, customization needs, budget, scalability, but also support and resources. So in terms of website builders, I want to share with you a few of them. It's important to understand that website builders are user-friendly tools that help you create websites without any coding knowledge. They are actually ideal for rookies who want to get their website up and running quickly. And the cool thing is you can easily add, move, and resize elements by dragging and dropping them into the right spot on the page. So this visual and intuitive approach makes experimenting with different layouts and designs very simple. So that's really fantastic. So I'm showing you on the screen here, here's an example of an AI website builder from Hostinger, for instance. You also have WordPress. So one of WordPress's biggest strength is how easy it is to customize your website, even if you're not actually you're not an expert. Okay, so that's kind of cool. As a user, you can choose from thousands of themes to change the look of your site. Alternatively, you can benefit from basically a WordPress AI website builder. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Next, you want to secure a hosting plan. So your choice of web hosting directly impacts your website's performance, speed, and reliability. So if you are using, let's say, a normal hosting like Bluehost, DreamHost, Hostinger, hosting is already included in those plans. But if you need to consider choosing a hosting plan this year, think about bandwidth, storage, server location, CDN integration, SSL certificates, automatic backups, customer support. Okay, so that's important. You also want to understand different types of hosting. So you want to have shared hosting, cloud hosting, dedicated hosting, and managed WordPress hosting. If you have any question about hosting types, please let me know in the comment section because I've already actually committed an entire video to this topic a while ago. So if you are trying to make a website, I want you to also plan your site structure. So planning your site structure is actually important if you want to create a user-friendly website that's actually very easy to navigate, right? Because the whole thing is you want to really put yourself in your visitor's shoes and make things a lot easier for them. So a clear and logical site structure offers several benefits for both users and search engines in terms of user experience, in terms of SEO benefits, but also content organization. You want to really create, when it comes to planning your site structure, you want to create a sitemap. So a sitemap visually represents your website's structure, outlining the hierarchy and relationships between pages. So you want to start by listing all the pages you want to include on your website, such as home, about, services, products, blog, and contacts. So you want to organize your pages in a hierarchical structure with the main pages, which are called the parent pages, at the top, and their related subpages, which are called the child pages, arranged underneath them. You also want to optimize the navigation flow, so you want to always have a consistent menu placement, clear labels, and breadcrumbs, but also search functionality. Prioritize important content, okay? You wanna really like you want to highlight important information on your web page on your homepage, such as your main products, your services, or your latest blog post. Okay, use visual elements to draw attention to these areas, and you also want to plan for scalability. The next thing you want to do here is to design your website layout. And here, you have to understand that you want to select a template or theme to give some kind of life to your website. So, choosing the right template or theme is the first step in designing your website layout. So, start by selecting a template that reflects your sitemap alongside your brand style and identity. Consider the colors, fonts, and overall aesthetics that align with your brand value. You also want to customize your website. That's important. So once you have selected a template, customize it to align it with your brand identity and goals. You also want to focus on user experience. And finally, you want to test and refine your layout to make sure this is exactly the kind of results you want, right? So make sure that it meets user expectations also, but also the template functions smoothly. Consider actually conducting user testing to gather feedback and identify areas for improvement. So you can do A/B testing, for instance. Also, what you want to do here is to add essential pages. So adding essential pages to your website is actually crucial for providing visitors with valuable information and actually guiding them through their journey on your site. So every page serves a specific purpose and contributes to the overall user experience. So to actually to add and optimize pages, first think about the homepage. So the homepage shapes visitors' first impression of your site. So the homepage should be inviting and informative, setting the tone for the rest of the site. Next, you have the About page. The About page shares your story, mission, and values, helping visitors connect with you and your brand. You also want to have the Products or Services page. So this page provides detailed information about what you offer, helping visitors make informed decisions. So you want to start by clearly describing each product or service, highlighting features, benefits, and specifications in concise and persuasive language to actually convey value. Remember though, you want to use high quality images or videos to showcase your products. You want to have a contact page, which should be making it easy for visitors to reach you with questions or inquiries. You can have a blog page, okay? Adding a blog to your website can improve SEO and engage your audience by providing actually valuable content. So that's kind of cool. So develop a content strategy that plans and create content that resonates with your audience and aligns with your website purpose. And you also may have additional pages like FAQ page, testimonials or reviews, portfolio or case studies, and privacy policy and terms of service. Next, you want to add additional functionality, so custom code, contact forms, analytical tools. This will depend on the depth of your own knowledge anyway. So that's something to really think about. So whether you want to integrate Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, WhatsApp, or other apps into your site, basically just make sure that your website builder can make that process easier. Just access the integration settings directly from the builder and manage and add various tools to enhance your website's functionality. Next, you want to fill your website with content. So if you want to make a website, you got to fill your website with content. So create high quality content so that you can attract and retain visitors, okay? So focus on producing content that informs, entertains, or solves problems for your audience. It's all about your audience's pain points. Tailor your content to address the needs and interests of your target audience. Use language and tone that resonate with them. Also, you want to use a mix of text, images, and videos, okay? So that you can make actually you can breathe some oxygen, if you will, in your content. Next, you want to optimize for search engines. So optimizing your website for search engines is really crucial for increasing visibility and attracting organic traffic. So you think about relevant keywords, think about meta tags, internal linking. So link to related pages within your website to create a content network, helping search engines understand your site's structure and improve rankings. Think about alt tags for images. Think about image compression, site speed, mobile friendliness, and SSL security. So always secure your website with an SSL certificate to encrypt data and boost SEO rankings. And one thing I want you to really also think about is that you want to really spend some time when it comes to SEO analysis. So get a detailed SEO analysis and review how well your website is optimized for search engines. So you are able to the SEO analysis will highlight areas that need improvement and also offer actionable recommendations to enhance your content and technical SEO. So that's really important from a flexibility point of view. You also want to customize meta tags and descriptions. You want to edit image alt tags, and you want to also think about custom URLs. So if you are trying to make a website, I want you to really also think about testing and launching your website. So before launching your website, conduct thorough testing so that you can identify and resolve any issues. So you want to start with cross-browser testing to ensure your site functions well on popular web browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, using tools like Browser Stack or Lambda Test. Okay. Next, you want to perform device testing by checking your website's responsiveness and compatibility across various devices, including here you have smartphones, you have tablets, and you have desktops. You even have TV devices. Okay, because a lot of folks are watching or actually reading blog articles or even checking websites through their TVs nowadays. You remember to verify that all interactive elements such as links, forms, buttons, shopping carts, and search bars work correctly and provide a seamless user experience. You always want to focus on the UX, okay? And after testing, you want to review your content for accuracy and consistency. What happens here is that you want to proofread your website to catch any spelling and grammar errors and ensure consistency in tone, style, and messaging. What I'm trying to say here is that you just want to take a one hard look at your website content, the structure, the logic, the everything before hitting the publish button. Finally, you want to also think about promoting and maintaining your websites. Okay, after your website goes live, promoting and maintaining the whole platform is essential for attracting visitors and ensuring its long-term success. So when it comes to actually promote and maintain your website, you want to develop a marketing plan. So for instance, think about social media marketing, think about email marketing, think about SEO, think about content marketing. You can also consider using paid advertising. So search engine ads, social media ads, display ads. The cool thing is you can actually promote and maintain your website by regularly updating your website with fresh content and also looking at the performance monitoring. Okay, that's going to help you big time, especially if you are in a very competitive field. Okay, so all in all, if you follow the steps that I just shared with you into this conversation, you can quickly build a professional website that effectively supports your goals, including growing your brand, engaging your audience, or driving sales. So here's a coda. To this conversation, I shared with you how to make a website in less than 20 minutes. Okay, and I gave you the overview, the methodology, and now the coda. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.